Good morning, everybody. My name is Nick Gumpert, and I am with Remax Top Producers, and I'm happy to share some objective information with you here today and what's left on the table. And unfortunately, when we don't price our homes in the best space, we have to negotiate and accept less money than what we put it on the market for originally. So let's get started. I wanted to look at two cities specifically, first being Pasadena, and these are specifically homes that were listed in between the range of $500,000 and $1 million. Okay, and I took the three most recent months of August, September, and October 2021 to share this objective information. So looking at August, 27% of the time, things had to drop below listing price to get sold. In September, we had 35% of transactions needing to bump below listing price to get sold. And in the month of October, 25%. That's at minimum 1 out of every 4 listings, right? So what does that mean? How much did we leave on the table? Well, in the month of August, it averages out to be in and around $37,400 is what the average lister lost out on because they didn't get their home priced competitively enough. They overpriced it, right? September, it bumped up to $40,800. And in October, it bumped up to $46,500. That's what it cost the average person that had to get a listing bumped down because it was priced too high, right? So let's make sure we don't leave money on the table. How does that happen? Well, it does matter who you work with, right? So be mindful of, is your realtor educating you on the market and what's moving, what's not, and at what price points? But also sellers, be aware, even though it's a competitive market, it doesn't mean we can just grab a number out of the air because we're superstitious or we think it can and should sell for it because of this, that, and the other, right? It takes an educated real estate professional to educate what's happening in the market based on what changes are happening, right? I then wanted to look at Monrovia. That's my home base. So same thing. I took homes sold between $500,000 and $1 million and looked at August, September, and October. Here's what I found in Monrovia. Well, only 14%. We're having to sell below listing price. In September, it bumped up to 36%, and then last month, it bumped up to 43%. That's almost 1 out of every 2 listings in Monrovia just last month had to go and accept an offer below listing price. Well, what does that look like financially? In August, yeah, it's only 14% of the listings, but that was an average of $64,000 left on the table because it wasn't priced competitive enough, right? In September, 34,000. Over 34,000 was left on the table. And just last month, and around $61,875 was left on the table on average for listings that unfortunately weren't priced competitively enough. Guys, it doesn't matter. Competitive doesn't necessarily mean at the highest price point. It means at the smartest price point to make sure you're getting where you need to go on time. So hopefully this sheds some light on the specific areas for you and gives you an idea of the importance of pricing a home right the first time. You only get one try at making a first impression. Let's go get it. Have a good one.